evening, everybody. Welcome to the Seagull Trust Bookshop. And this is our first author signing event, so it's a first for us. So thank you for coming, Gordon. For those of you that are our customers, you know that the Seagull Trust Bookshop is part of a wider charity, and a wee bit at the end of it, if it's okay with you. Sandy, who is our vice chairman of the Falkirk branch, is going to stand up and just say a few words about the charity as well, if that's okay. But Gordon, thank you for coming into the Seagull Trust Bookshop. Thank you for choosing us to launch your new book, your new series. We feel very privileged by that, so thank you for doing that. And I'm going to hand it over to you. We've got a karaoke machine in for tonight for our microphone. So later on, if all goes well, Gordon will take a few requests.
Well, I'll do a voice test first. Can you hear me up the back? Yeah, cool. If I get quieter, I've got a microphone, so just somebody tell me if I get quiet. Thank you, Marjorie, for introducing me, and thank you all for being here tonight to help celebrate the launch of The Eagle and the Wolf, a new novel about ancient Rome and one of history's most infamous characters, Attila the Hun. And what better way to celebrate the launch of a book than with a glass of fizz? Can I have a cheers, everyone? Cheers! I'll say that about the fizz, but actually I have prepared a very different and special drink for you all tonight. Yes, it was during the week I made a batch of the Hun's favourite tipple, the kind of thing that Attila himself would have drank, which was fermented horse milk. Yes. But I didn't have the recipe and didn't really know the ingredients, so I just kind of winged it, kind of cobbled it together. Sounds really dodgy, I know, but I tasted it and it was honestly exquisite. And I went temporarily blind afterwards. But let's stick with the fizz. But this is a first for me as well. It's the last time I had a book published in this sort of fashion, like by a traditional publisher and available in all the shops. It was during lockdown. And the party for that involved me going out with during my 1 hour, whatever it was called, allocated exercise time, that thing we had, and dropping into a bookshop unannounced, and it was completely deserted apart from the fella behind the counter. It wasn't in here. The guy looked absolutely terrified, and then I realised I was wearing like a scruffy tracksuit and had a badly self-shaved head with clumps of hair everywhere and wearing a mask. And I was like, that's why he's terrified. But I went up and said to him, those books on the table there, I wrote those, would you like me to sign some of them for you? And he said, can I see some ID, please? Passed down, driving licence out, and then I went into a corner and signed 30 books alone. So that was quite an anticlimax. Unlike tonight, it's brilliant to see so many people here, and you've all helped in some way to make this book a reality. You've given me ideas and inspired me, and some of you beta read for me, and you've all supported me in some way or other. With being here tonight means you're supporting me, and it means so much. Thank you. And also, some of you are in this book as characters. That's right, Percival. That's you who gets boiled alive in chapter 13. That's what you get for mocking Scotland's performance at the World Cup. Seriously, the book, The Eagle and the Wolf, what's it all about? So it's set 1600 years ago in the twilight of the Roman Empire. all Europe has become a pressure cooker because, for reasons we still don't fully understand, the Huns, supremely skilled nomadic horse archer people, have arrived from the distant east, and they've clashed with the German tribes of Eastern Europe and pushed them up against and into the Roman Empire. And now it seems only a matter of time before the two main players on the board, the Huns and the Romans, are going to clash directly. So that's the setting for the story. I think setting's really important, especially for historical fiction, getting the mood in the world right. But I think much more important is the characters, like people, and the decisions they have to make during the hardest of times. And it's probably one of the most prominent personal reasons for me choosing to write about this particular part of history, because recent years have shown me, without mercy, that nothing shapes a person more than sudden, unwanted and dramatic change. And that's what happened. It was dramatic change when the Romans, deciding that they wanted to stall for time against the Huns, they decided they were going to send a diplomatic hostage to live in the Hun world indefinitely. And they chose for this the son of a general, a 14-year-old boy named Flavius Aetius. So Flavius Aetius didn't really have a say in this matter. He was plucked from his world of marble and stone cities and circuses and roads and Christianity and all the things the late Romans thought of as civilization. And he was sent to what would have been for him like the other end of the world, to the Russian steppe or the Eurasian steppe, which, if anybody's not sure, it's this vast tract of grassland that starts in Eastern Europe and stretches all the way to Siberia. So a bit different for Flavius. And if I could ask you to think back to when you were 14 and how it felt how overwhelming and at times terrifying it felt to navigate the journey into adulthood in your own world, surrounded by people you knew and things you were familiar with, you begin to get a picture of how it might have felt for a Roman boy being sent to this extremely different place. You can imagine how everything would have been alien to him as he arrived at the Hun camp alone in a wagon. You'd see this sea of goat hair yurts on a windswept plain. And the Huns, they were so different in their ways in that they spent their days in the saddle. They spent their nights around open-air campfires, listening to the shamans, chanting to Tengi, the sky god. And everything would have been so different for them. For example, at Hun funerals, the men used to pluck out their own hair and take knives and slice their own cheeks because they considered the blood to be more honourable and suitable than tears. Which, if you think that's extreme, the Hun women at funerals, the Hun women, they used to just grieve like normal, well-adjusted people. Madness. But seriously, it must have been such a culture shock for Flavius. Crucially, he didn't speak the Hun language, nor they his. Imagine how scared and alone he must have felt. And imagine then how he would have felt when a Hunnic boy of a similar age approached him and spoke to him in a language that he understood. That boy's name was Attila, and that moment sparked a friendship that would become a brotherhood, but a brotherhood that surely couldn't last because, as we've seen, the Roman and Hun worlds seem set in a course of unavoidable and cataclysmic conflict.
Thank you. Right, thank you, Gordon. So Gordon's given you the gist of the story. So what he's going to do now, he's going to read a little excerpt from the book, which is going to tell the story of Flavius and Attila, when they're still not quite sure about each other. And it does contain one little instance of maybe a sweary word. So, Gordon, over to you.
Thank you. I'm sitting down because I can't stand up and read. That's my superpower. Flavius climbed a crag, blood crashing in his ears. Attila scaled the crag opposite. All thoughts of escape were forgotten. Now there was only the night, the moon, and the wolf. He clambered onto the summit and froze, transfixed by the giant grey creature prowling through the valley between the two crags. He gathered a group of pebbles before him. It was his job to drive the wolf into the range of Attila's bow. Heart pounding, he tossed a stone. It struck the valley floor, snow puffing up. But instead of running away from the stone and towards Attila, the wolf turned to Flavius, golden eyes and fangs gleaming in the moonlight. Flavius felt his stomach flip. Could it climb the crag? He hurled another stone in panic. It bounced and skipped, landing somewhere in the valley's northern limits. A high-pitched whine of distress sounded from that direction. The wolf's ears pricked up, then it bolted away towards the noise. On the opposite crag, Attila stood tall, arms outstretched in disbelief. You sent it the wrong way, Roman. I knew it was a mistake to bring you. Despite the cold, Flavius felt the burning heat of embarrassment. By the time the two descended to meet on the valley floor, it had morphed into anger. You armed me with rocks when you carried two bows. What use are two bows to you? You only have one pair of arms. Give me one of the bows. I was trained in archery at the Emperor's Cadet School. Attila patted the case containing his second bow, hanging by his hip. This is nothing like the stick you shot at some Roman archery field. You wouldn't be able even to half draw it. It was made for my arm length, my height, and my strength. Made for me and me alone. He pulled the spear strap behind his shoulder. Here, have this instead. Hold it by the blunt end, point the sharp end at the wolf. Flavius took the spear, whirled it deftly and bumped the haft on the ground. They stalked deeper into the range in search of the wolf. Soon they were moving along a lofty ridge, the air perishing. They came to a sheer section, tall as a tower, smooth as glass, a climb that looked like certain death. Afraid? Attila said. No, Flavius lied. But is there not a more certain way up? Certainty, Attila scoffed. Yeah, we should take a moment to reconnoitre and plan a safer route. Plan? You Romans are so slow and predictable. Flavius thought of the great general Attila and all he had learned from the man. Only fools neglect to plan. Something struck his cheek with a sudden flash of white-hot pain. He gasped. You slapped me. Very perceptive, said Attila. You didn't plan for that, did you? Trouble doesn't give a warning. Flavius tried to compose himself and stabbed a finger upwards. This is a cliff. A fucking cliff. It's hardly going to slap me, is it? My point is that danger, risk, they must be our friend. Or, Attila sighed, you can wait down here while I hunt the wolf alone. Flavius' nostrils flared. Out of my way. He removed his mitts, strapped the spear across his back and put his fingers to the rock, and found a handhold, then a foothold, and he was off. Up he went, his freezing fingers feeling fat as logs. Glancing down at the dizzying drop to the snowbound plains, his belly tightened to a knot, and he froze. He was halfway up, committed now, climb to the top, or fall and die. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks so much to Marjorie and the Seagull Trust for making tonight possible. It means a lot. And thanks to my agent James and HarperCollins for backing this novel. And thanks to all my family and friends and everyone here tonight. It means so much. Thank you. If I could just propose a wee toast to good books, good friends, and good health. And another one. An important one to absent friends. So, just another wee bit from me. So, the plan, as Marjorie says, is now I'm going to do a book signing. So, if anybody's brought a book in, I'll gladly sign it. Or you can buy a first edition hardback here tonight, and I'll sign it and mark it as like a one-site edition. You'll be helping this amazing shop as well. And then in, I don't know, half an hour or 40 minutes or so, I was going to head down to Behind the Wall. It's a pub just 2 minutes down the road. Everybody's invited to come. We've got a bit of a space in there so we can all cram in. And the best thing is that earlier on I handed in that vat of boozy horse milk to the bar. Until then, yeah, get stuck into the free booze here. Nearly forgot. Joke's probably ruined now, but buy books.
Buys their books and brings it over to be signed. Sandy from the Seagull Trust is just going to give us a little introduction to the charity itself, because very few people realize that the Seagull Trust Bookshop is part of a wider organization, and we'd just like to let you know what we do as a charity as well as just a bookshop. So thank you, Sandy.
Thank you. My story is not nearly as compelling. The story of the Seagull Trust started back in the late 70s, 79, with the Hugh Mackay, who started the charity and called it Seagull Trust. Now, I should say that the Seagull Trust has absolutely nothing to do with seagulls. We carry people with additional needs, as they are called now, or disabled people, for day trips on the canals in Scotland. We started off in the early days in Ratho with a disabled converted barge, which we couldn't take wheelchairs on, but we moved on from then. And we are now the largest community boats organisation in Britain. And we have 9 boats based at Ratho, here at Falkirk, Kirkintilloch, and one in Inverness. We have travelled a long way since the inception. We have now got 9 boats, all of which are purpose-built. They have lifts for wheelchairs, they have disabled toilets on board, and kitchens where our volunteers can serve up teas and coffees every time the passengers go out. We have a new boat in building in down south at the moment, which we hope to put on the water towards the end of this year. So far this year, I got from a trustees meeting earlier on this week, we have this year, in the 4 months that we've been operating so far, we have carried 8,056 passengers, and we still have another 4 months to go. Now, in that, of that 8,000, there are 200 odd wheelchairs, which we can just wheel onto the boat, and they can stay in the wheelchair throughout the period of the trip. Our patron is the Princess Royal, and we are the only organisation which is patronage of that doesn't have any paid employees. All of the people who help on the boats are volunteers. There's a couple of them standing in the bar. The other thing, of course, that we do have is an award-winning bookshop. There's no other charity, I think, has that. Certainly, Versa company, and we are very proud of it. It's been instrumental in raising the profile of the trust in Falkirk, and we're delighted to be able to have this book launched tonight. The only thing I would say is that I'd like to scotch the rumour that there is absolutely no similarity between any of the characters in the book and any member of the Seagull Trust Bookshop. Thank you. I hope if anyone wants to ask me anything about Seagull Trust, please just shout. Thank you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, anybody wanting to buy your book? Coming over to the till. We'll take your money any way we can get it. I'll take one. Can you change? It was actually £1 and a penny change. Next year, I'll take it off. Hold on, guys. It's organized. Okay, I'll just pass them
So it's 17. Yeah. Right. Yes.
How are you? I'm fine, thank you. This is a great cheese. And then you don't want to put them. Cheesy. Volunteer for second back you set up a good foundation. You guys want a photo taken? You want to say cheese? No, say cheese. You want a copy? I'll send a copy over.
Are you going to post them on?
I'll pop them onto Facebook.
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
so old, I do Facebook.
We'll find it on Facebook.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I already.
It's immersive. I felt like I was watching a film. Yes. I don't know if it's done anything, but I don't know how I get it. It's not.
But you know, I don't really think it was intended to show the details of history. Yes, tells the story, the details of the story. So, thank you.
Well, so much of the war that you're talking also, I think. Not last week. Do you want to have it? I'm back. I'm back. It's like 17 kind of awards. I'm not going to enjoy it. I've only spent £6 so far for this, obviously. So I should probably know your name. I like these earrings. I have. So 17 pounds, sorry, 18 pounds. It's a cat. We go to your seat. So I love the chat. I think we'll change. You part of our awards. If you spend £100, you get £10 voucher. And given how much you're spending, I would suggest it would be good. Just name and email. Okay. The step. That's $10. I don't ever see you talk about Amazon. Sorry, I'm sorry. Right. Yeah, that's why I don't remember. Sorry. The card, £21. Right. And reward scheme. Sorry, we'll just give it for a second. Are you doing this? Yes, there you go. Sure. Right.
There we go.
Would you like a receipt?
She's actually not ready to she's in between me and I'm buying the other one. I don't want to give her my well, yes, and I just thought I know. I'm just trying to make it easier.
That's the one.
Oh, you have? Can you read this one before you like? Oh yes, because that's the first one of that series. Oh, that's good. He's written about 24 other ones, but that's the first one of that particular
Oh, that one,
series.
yeah.
So yeah, you can read that one absolutely.
All right, good.
And you'll really enjoy it. It's fantastic. I can't read the second one of that series. He's written it already, so it shouldn't be too long.
All right. Oh, that's good.
I don't know. Yes. I don't know about the third one though. We'll have to resubmit that because I think it'll take about a year to do it.
Yeah.
At least we can say soon because that was fantastic. I can't wait to find out what happens. Read it in a week.
All right. Wow.
Fantastic. And I don't usually read that fast, but I couldn't put it down.
No. Oh, that's it.
It just grabs you because it's very character driven. You get engaged with the characters very quickly.
Yeah.
You want to know what happens.
Wow, that's good.
No, that's fine. Walking off it. I'm saying,
Someone asked that once.
First thing you took up the G1,
So the last 5 focus blocks. Last 5 focus blocks. Rewards. Yeah. If you spend £100, you get £10 back. Oh, what? Would you like a receipt?
just give me a quick line on
So that's £18.90. Are you part of our awards team? Do you want to go see?
If you go, they say you won't match the game. I've never seen the sign, I've never seen it. You see them. You see when he walks through. Forward shot, you might be quite in the face. Oh, really? I knew you were going to be There's probably better stuff you can put the last thing away.
Scottish crime fiction.
I know that it's we've got some other individuals pointing around us exactly where they are on the margin of the page. I know we can have some I think we have to go for some fancy.
Your kind of segment, so
yeah, there's brands of Power Rewards. Spend £100, get £10 voucher.
I won't listen to back in Falkirk as well.
Yeah, but you get a third of an hour this time. It's just an hour and
That's one of the absolutely. When you get good sync, that makes sense.
I haven't told her, but now this is going to be the edit I'm going to get myself on because every time it's been, one picture for 20 years. £80. First being that last week. There was I'll check. Do you have a consent from here about one shelf? I'll check. Holly Jackson. Nothing about Holly Jackson specifically, but we've got young adult. Yes. Yeah, if it's not, I mean, we've got other stuff in the stock right now. So we've definitely got more to
Well, one of the bedroom is basically a bookshop. And she's doing English uni, Manchester Uni, so.
No, that's once you add it, I just section.
Oh, okay.
There you go. £44.
Amazing. That's what we like. Listen, do you have the blind passport?
Yeah, you got 3 that money.
Yeah. Your Seagull Trust Bookshop.
Yes. Best coffee ever.
All lowercase.
Capital B, capital C, and ever, easy. It's easy. Yeah.
In this meeting, when we go together.
There you go.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Is there the other books you want? Or whole bookshop? We got access.
Yeah, I'm going to look. I get decide how much I'm going to look at. Because I didn't have any decision at all, so I'll sign into form.
Also, we have a website,
Yeah, so yeah,
and you can search our catalogue.
yes. So they decided.
Really
Yeah.
Really good. So often,
Excellent.
you can search for that. Because we have a lot of stuff on the shop floor. We have more stuff in the stock upstairs that you
Yes.
never get to see. But you can search for it.
Yes.
You get to see faces inside
Yes.
the catalog yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
I like the way he's arguing some awkward.
Quite valuable now. Get one like that.
Excuse me, would you like a box?
Really? Well, I'm not going to say no to that. Oh, goodness, yeah. That's great.
Well,
Yeah, oh, sorry. Well, I need to talk back to get myself. So, I think it is. I've got one. I'll get it for her. So I should go to the here's the challenge I have to do.
No, you're fine.
I'm also moderating the stream. Because there's folks who couldn't make it here who want to make us music, so they have what to do. Just to stop. That's it's been £100, you get 10 vouchers. That's very kind of that was tiny because I'm not a tutorial for it. Okay.
Can you
Second.
which are I'm not cooperating. What's been on the thing for years to do to me, and it's we'll see that.
Ian, how did I get the water? Was there a reward scheme? I don't know if there's a card for it. I can only know the things that I talk
Just sign up.
and these three.
I don't know.
These three.
Are you paying with cash? Put 3 on card and then do a transaction.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
No, you just tell me your name.
just when we buy it.
Maybe I'm already here.
Well, I've checked with I might already be on it. So I knew about that, the rewards, I didn't know about any law for cars specifically. If you spend £100, you get £10 voucher. Right, so that's £8.10 for these. Right? You pay for them with the yeah, and I've got you to pay for it. Don't worry about paying for that. Would you like a receipt? Sure. See if you're
And you need to get to
I should help with bag purposes. Right. Now, I add a copy of this. Normally, I would probably say iron a lot. There's so many people that if half of them wanted in, it would delay. Yeah, even more so. Right, so. I think probably somebody gets some cards.
morning in the car. Yeah. But on the way back, we're staying in Oslo overnight. You're in Harbour overnight, but you know, breakfast and I promised them I
yeah, I got an advance copy for review purposes. Fantastic. Just I'm trying to this thing.
The card kept saying I don't know if that was because Marjorie was No, you just get it.
It's possible that, you know, it doesn't focus using the free Wi-Fi it was.
When I was standing with the books,
Okay, right, you know, Marshall's trying to get this out there advertised. What's because the 16 thing